Once you got up there, you've been in a lot of big situations before during games. Just was there one time during this whole weekend where you were just kind of overwhelmed about what was going on around you?
Well, that started probably a week before. I think speeches really turned me into a different person because I'm not one that is very comfortable in front of the microphone and then being on live television and then being amongst so many great players who went before me having to give a speech, and obviously it was a pretty big deal, and I didn't want to disappoint.
Coach, talk about just the overwhelming emphasis on what's taking place in your life on Twitter, from Gamecock Nation, just everything, and just everybody wanted to wish you congrats. How did that make you feel?
It was awesome. Anytime that you're able to share something like this with the people that have supported you and are currently supporting you, it's always a great thing. I'm certainly one that really appreciate all the people that have been in my life that have supported me throughout my career, and I think any successful person really credits the people that help them along the way, and I'm no different. I think I've been pretty successful playing the game, but I've had people in my life that's added, that's molded me into who I am today.
Coach, just talk about how surreal the whole moment was. You were there the whole weekend, but as things are going, you see Gary Payton, Bernard King in the same class. You can look out and see Larry Bird and George Gervin, all your peers and all these idols, but once you got up there on the podium and on the stage, just how surreal was that moment?
It was an incredible weekend. It was one that I don't usually welcome, the spotlight, and I didn't really welcome that, but just having my family, my friends, former players, staff members, all there made me feel really comfortable because it was all of us celebrating this moment. But just getting on the stage and sharing my story, it made me nervous, but it also made me want to share my story with people who have followed me, and also people who haven't and didn't know anything about me, and also just for people who actually needed to hear those words, whether it's somebody that is going through something, a young basketball player, a young child who's at a crossroad in their life. They really understand the importance of having positive and good people in your life to help you, to boost you, to kind of give you that support that you need.
Dawn, it hadn't been a typical off season for you between the trip to Africa. Is it going to be easy to transition back now for the season, and are you ready for that kind of transition?
Well, I have to go recruiting today, so I'm jolted back into my job. But no, I think I'm able to compartmentalize, situations, and I know that we have a huge recruiting class to sign. So, that's in the forefront at the moment. Hopefully, our recruits saw the speech because it came from the heart. It came from a place in which I hope they play basketball. So, I got to hit the ground running and start to, maybe get some commitments and get some people here to, or maybe some future Hall of Famers to coach.
National championship.
National championship. I said it. I put it out there.
Kind of along those lines, have you given any thought to what this distinction, what that trophy can do to help you build the brand that you're trying to build here?
Well, I think it can only help. I think, we're still trying to, shake off, the fact that this is South Carolina and it is a popular place to come. People don't think it's a popular place to come. So this helps, make it popular, make it maybe not necessarily the popular choice for some people, but it's the right choice for some people. And we need to identify who those people are, meaning recruits, so they can, take South Carolina to places, that this Hall of Fame has taken me as an individual.